Hello, Gundam fans and Gunpla fans alike. Just wanted to do a little small mini demonstration of how I do my weathering on my model kits. Currently, I am working on the High Grade 144 Power GM from Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory. There's a little picture of the model kit right there. And today I'm going to be showing you how to give your model kits that more realistic, detailed, grimy, dirty kind of look, especially the ones that are more ground-based machines that you would expect to have that more realistic, dirty feel to them. And what I have here are two comparisons of parts of the model kit. You can see the main body right there. That's majority of what I have completed so far. You can see the little real touch detail with the dirt and the panel lining and all that on there in some parts. And I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of what these parts look like out of the box and with some of the extra touch done to it. There's one kit where most of it is still untouched, unpanel lined, unmarked with anything, just complete straight build out of the box. And then you have a part like this where I've done the actual detail and the work to it. You can see all the panel lining that's done with it just by simply applying the ink marker to it. And yeah, I did a little bit of work on this one, but you can still see how bare it looks compared to this one here. And basically all I do is I use these simple tools. Gundam Real Touch Marker. These are amazing. I would suggest these for both weathering detail and for blending paints and colors together. You can blend them in with your regular colored markers like this, and you can get all kinds of results depending on what colors you use. And you'll also need a dry brush marker. Probably a used one of these fine touches would be good. That's what I use. You can see how it's, we'll give you a little comparison with the new one and used one. The newer ones have that more fine tip to them. You can see how it's got more of a point. The used ones like this are used up, flattened out, really don't have much ink in them at all anymore. But that's okay, that's what you want for this kind of project. So basically, you just take the surface area of this, and I like to use like I'll give you a good example with the dark one. I use a bunch of colors. I use tan, brown, red. Like I use all these colors together because I want to give it that as grimy and dirty a look as I possibly can. But for time's sake, I'm gonna just give you an example with the brown one. You just blend it in. You don't really have to get it everywhere, so you just gotta get enough of it on the surface. Then you take that dry marker I was telling you about, you smear it into the surface. Basically, you're just using it to smear all this ink marker into the surface of the model kit as best you can. Just really get in there, like don't be shy. Just really smear all that real touch ink into the plastic surface. And then you take your Q-tip and you just rub as much of that off as you want. You can do a little bit, you can do a lot. And the more of it you take off, the cleaner it looks. The more you leave on, the dirtier it looks. And you can see just from me doing that, that it has more of that dirty, used kind of look to it. It looks more like something that's kind of been through the dirt a bit. Now, when you finish applying all those other colors I showed you, like the red, the yellow, the tannish, you use the black to put some of the panel lining in there a little better. When you're all done with that, it goes even from looking like this to just looking like this. I mean, just look at that detail. But yeah, when it's all done, it'll go from being plain and bare like the rest of this is to like this. And you got yourself a machine that looks like it's been used and just through a lot. So anyways, that's my little brief demonstration on how I would do weathering on my model kits and other projects. Hope you all have a good night, and keep enjoying what it is you do. And whatever it is you do, just put your heart and your passion into it, enjoy it, and own it, and just make it, just make it part of who you are. With that said, you guys have a good night, and take care.